Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of JoJo's Pitter Patter Pop. So, if you play this game, you've seen the news. If you're interested in this game, you've seen the news. If you don't play this game, you've seen the news because it's all I've been talking about for the past 8 hours. Part 4 Jotaro is coming back. The very first limited unit in the game, also the best character in the game by a sizable margin, is finally returning. So players are going to get a second chance to add him to their rosters, power up his additional or power up his skill level, whatever you want to do. He's coming back. There are 4 limited units in the game so far. You've got Part 4 Jotaro, Prosciutto, the Grateful Dead user. You've got the voiced Bruno Bucciarati and the voiced Giorno Giovanna. Obviously, Prosciutto, Bruno, and Giorno are no longer available. They are out. They're not in the pool. They're wherever. They'll come back someday. The very first limited ever to return is Part 4 Jotaro. He first came out back in New Year's. It was a big deal when he came out. His banner actually was pretty incredible. For every multi you did, you also got a guaranteed GR ticket that let you pull for a just general pool GR. It was really great. The banner this time isn't quite that good, but it is still pretty functionally good. This time, every multi, you're going to get 100 green level tickets, which raises the actual character level. So that means that as you're multiing for Jotaro, as soon as you get him, you'll have pretty much hundreds of tickets. Let's say it only takes you 3 multis to get him. You got 300 tickets to just crank his level up as high as you can. Let's go ahead and take a look at him before we get into any gameplay here. So here's his skill. Number on the left is how long he's freezing the time. Number on the right is his cooldown, how long it takes for him to charge up a time freeze. Now, at skill 5, he's obviously incredible. 60 seconds is an amazing cooldown. It's very quick by the standards of the game in general. I think the only skill level where he's really kind of questionable is skill level 1. I think in general, nobody is good at that level. But if anybody is good at skill level 1, it's him. I would suggest you try to get to at least skill level 2. Because 80 seconds is a little slow. It's not like breaking the unit if he's too slow, all of a sudden he sucks or anything like that. But you kind of want to at least get more oomph out of a cooldown when it is that long, right? So when you're popping it, that 5 is going to be a lot better than that 3. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? I don't think he needs to get higher than skill 2 to be pretty much an insta-add to most teams. But these tickets down here, these gold guys, you all know what they do. They increase the skill level of a unit that you feed the tickets into. Those tickets should be pretty much heavily reserved for your limited characters. They're not in the general pool, so even a unit like Fugo, who is better than most of the limited units, I think he's probably better even than all of them except for Jotaro. Even a unit like him, he's still in the general pool. So once you up his skill enough that he's fully functional and he's kicking ass and he's not maxed out, but he's great, those tickets should be going into characters like Jotaro or Giorno who are really good, but they're not coming back, right? So you can't stumble into them. A character like Fugo, you can crack a few dupes out of on accident just pulling for something in the future. These guys you can't, and so you really you got to play your resources right, you know? It's like back when Dokkan actually cared about limiting your access to Elder Kais. You really had to pick where they went, who they went into, that kind of thing. That's like these level tickets. They're not that common, except for dupes, so you really got to make a good use of them while you can. So let's go into a match. Let's take on Pet Shop. Yeah, good. Nope, we are not doing diamonds. We are doing coins. Because I am rich in coin and poor in diamond. So immediately, we're going to get a time stop out of this. And it's nice to get a time stop at the start, at least when I'm trying to show you guys what he can do, because then you can see how much damage he basically lets you start the round with when you do this. If I don't suck, that is. Oh my god, I'm stumbling into stuff. 149,000. Not great, not terrible. But unfortunately, I've seen him do about double that. But you know what it is. It is what it is. It's no secret that I'm not very good at freezing time. Ooh, maybe I'll actually even get to show you a fancy little technique you can do with him. Can I get one more Giorno? One more Giorno? You want to give it to me? You want to give it to me? Nope. Come on. Oh, but nice. We charged up our little time freeze. Let's freeze some more time. What else we got? What else we got? What else you got? Come on, come on. Strizo, lots of Strizos. Oh, and we're back into stand-up time. Right, look at that. Look at the consistency. Look how little time has actually gone by in the game. Right? Like, this is our second stand-up time, and the game thinks that we pretty much haven't really done, like, anything yet. So the biggest issue that I have, personally, as a player playing this game with Jotaro is my consistency. As you can see, my time stops are all over the place in value. Sometimes I'll get these incredible, gigantic time stops. Sometimes my time stops will really suck. There's not really anything you can do about that, you know? It just kind of is what it is. It's a curse of the character that you're playing. We might get a sizable Giorno attack out of this, though. If I can get a lot of charge on the board here. Pretty awesome start. Can I get one more Giorno? Yeah, we got it. This better hurt. Yeah, it hurt. It hurt. And we're right into the frozen time. Like, look at the consistency of the combo. It just never ends. He just always can move. Can always basically do whatever you want when you're playing this character. It's part of what makes him so good. And we're right back into stand-up time. Jesus. So, I saw a lot of people bringing it up that, you know, I don't see why he's so good. I'm intentionally not using Giorno, by the way, because I want to show you another trick that you can use with him. It's gonna tank our score, basically, doing this. But, I mean, I'm not going to break 7 million anyway, and I really want to show you guys this little technique that you can do with him and characters like Giorno. So Giorno is a tile changer. I completely went off the topic of Dio, but we'll get back to that. So Giorno is a tile changer, so we can do this, right? And then if you're fast enough, bam, you can get the time freeze. And then that just blows up at the enemy's face. That did 200,000 damage. Right there. 230,000 damage. Plus all that additional stuff that and now we're right into stand-up time. And now Giorno's ready again. Can I get a Giorno? Can I get a Giorno? No. Okay, back on the subject of Dio. So, a lot of people are saying, you know, you keep telling me, Zen, that he's so good, and I really don't see it. I don't see what's any different between him and Dio. So, when you use Dio, yeah, he freezes time, just like everybody else, you know, just like Giorno, or, I'm sorry, just like Jotaro, he freezes time. So the question is, what separates him from Dio? What makes his time stop so good and Dio's so bad? So Dio freezes time, and then his pieces don't break off the board. That doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's a really big deal, because one, Jotaro is cycling the board. So tiles, pieces, moving through the board while Jotaro moves, they're not gaining anything additional when Dio moves. Next, when Dio's time stop ends, the tiles break, and then that's that. The move is over. In Jotaro's time stop, man, we're at 3 million, even when I intentionally slowed down just to do that little trick there with Giorno. That's pretty awesome. When Giorno... Oh, my God. I am stumbling all over my words today, you guys. I apologize. I'm too hype about Jotaro. When Jotaro freezes time like this, the tiles break when he's in frozen time, and when they break, you get a giant damage multiplier. That's the thing that separates him from a character like Dio that just can't really get big damage off his time stop. So, like, yeah, it's cool that he's freezing time because you get to play longer, and obviously that is a benefit, but without the additional stuff, like, you're not getting as much benefit as you are just playing well with regular time, you know? Let's do a little bit of this. Whatever, fuck it, why not? So Jotaro is charging stand-up time when he freezes time. Jotaro is building up your allies' skill gauges while he freezes time. He brings so much to the table that Dio just doesn't bring. Dio pretty much just gives you a little bit of extra time to think and plan on the board. So another good trick here that hopefully I'll get to show you if my timing is right. It's sort of a luck-based... I wouldn't say it's luck-based, but it's sort of... hard to guarantee yourself this advantage if you play poorly. I want to show you guys what it's like when you finish a round with Jotaro. When you're coming up on the last minute here, the victory lap, and you're trying to get as much damage in at the last second as you possibly can, and just how enabled you are with Jotaro to be able to do that. So, the clock's ticking, the thing, it's flashing red. Let's freeze a little bit of time, right? So now you've got all this extra time to sit around and make your moves. And you'll see once the actual timer starts ticking exactly what I'm talking about with just how much availability this gives you. So time's ticking down. We're going to use Giorno early because we want to build up as much Jotaro as we can, and we want to get into stand-up time as quick as we can so that Jotaro can still move. So now the important thing is that we need to make sure that Jotaro goes off here. That's the big thing. We have to make sure that we get him. Okay, so we got him. We got him. So now we have 2 seconds on the clock. 1 second is going to auto-clear because we finished stand-up time. We have 1 second on the clock. Jotaro gets to go. Look at the timer. It's at 0. We have literally 1 second. Well, actually, game, we have however long. Like, is it 7? I think it's 7 seconds of all this extra damage. Now we get a little bit of last-minute Giorno. Unfortunately, this is going to run our clock out. Yep. But look at that. Look at that. Even with stopping to do that Giorno trick that I showed you guys where he did the big 200,000 damage hit, that was almost 5 million. And this is like a good team, but I don't even think it's Jotaro's best team. A big advantage of getting this guy, too, that I didn't talk about while we were playing, because I was focused on playing, is that he pretty much makes everyone good. He makes everyone sort of enabled to do their thing. You have someone like Giorno who wants to get those combos in the lower portion of the board. Well, Jotaro Time Stop lets you focus on your Giorno tiles. Lets you clear other characters out. It builds Giorno up without costing you any time. You can set yourself up for a big Giorno move without losing time on the board. Also, you can do that duo trick I showed you. That's a solid 240k of just you pop your changer like Giorno or Jonathan or whoever, and then you immediately pop Jotaro before the tiles go away, and then they'll break under Jotaro's frozen time, and you get a big damage multiplier on the additional of their skill. So Jotaro literally, for any tile changer, he's basically a damage multiplier for them if you choose to play it that way instead of playing it in stand-up time, if you want to. Other characters like Fugo and Okuyasu, they're really great because they build Jotaro's skill timer up, and then Jotaro can go and build theirs up in return. So basically they kind of just work back and forth at trying to volley skills as fast as they can, as opposed to going for individual giant damage hits. Even a character like Koichi, who's just slapping a big charge on the center of the board, or like Rohan, who is just kind of making charged Jotaro tiles around the board, when those break in Jotaro's damage, they're getting double the multiplier in the frozen time. This character, you guys. I can't think of anything he doesn't do for you. Literally, the only reason you shouldn't pull for this character is if you have, like, no diamonds and you're broke and you can't get any more and there's just no way for you to get any more. You should throw some diamonds at this banner no matter what, really. He is the best character in the game. He is the best character in the game by a rather sizable margin. And you don't know when he's coming back. I think there's a decent chance he might not be back for half a year. We might not see him again until the 1-year anniversary, or even then we might not see him again until New Year's. Maybe they'll bring back Bruno and Giorno for the 1 year, and we won't see Jotaro again for a long time. This is your opportunity. Get this character. Don't let it slip past you. And make sure that you build him, you max him out. I mean, I don't really want to hear any reason as to why you're choosing not to pull, because I don't really like Jotaro or whatever. Pull. Just do it. When I wake up Friday morning and I open my game as I'm getting ready for work and I see that the banner is out, I want to go, oh yeah, Jotaro is out now. Awesome. And I want to log into Twitter and I want to see all of you have tagged me in all caps, screaming with excitement because you pulled Jotaro. I want every single one of you doing that. If I don't see you in my mentions on Friday morning, we're going to have a problem. All right? That's just how it is. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy. I hope you're sufficiently convinced that you need a Part 4 Jotaro in your lives, or else your life is a hollow existence. Thank you, everybody. Bye.